If your goals keep falling apart by midweek, it's not because you lack discipline. It's because you're trying to move forward without ever resetting. Most people treat goals like something you chase every day, but what actually makes the difference is how you prepare for it before the week starts. Every Sunday, I run a reset to clear the friction, reset my energy, and set myself up so following through on my goals becomes the default, not a daily battle with willpower. Before I plan anything for the new week, I always start by decompressing my body because there's no point in planning your future if your mind and body are still carrying last week's stress. When your body is tense, your thinking becomes short-term. You plan reactively, you underestimate how much rest and recovery you need. And you overestimate how much pressure you can sustainably handle. Resetting your body and mind creates safety, and safety is what allows clarity and long-term thinking to return. Once my body feels grounded again, that's when I move into resetting my mind, because a calm body makes space for a quieter mind. Resetting your mind doesn't have to be complicated. Never underestimate the power of just slowing down, doing one task at a time intentionally, eating mindfully, and letting your mind wander without the outside world's input. These small actions signals to your body that you're not behind, that there's no need to rush, and that you're safe. And from that state, you make better decisions, the kind that your present self can sustain and your future self will thank you for. Once my body feels settled and my mind isn't racing anymore, that's when I know I'm ready to look back without judgment, to close the emotional and mental loop of the week.
We could be chasing dreams. We know what's right, and we know how it feels. Yeah, we can do better. We can make a change for real.
If you don't process what happened, you carry it forward, and it quietly drains your energy before the new week even starts.
Facing fears, we know what's up, and we know how to get there. Yeah, we can be stars, we can be the best.
Self-trust comes from understanding yourself and adjusting accordingly. Improvement doesn't happen in big breakthroughs. It happens in these moments of awareness and adjustments week after week, and that's how progress compounds over time. With clarity about what worked and what didn't, planning becomes less about guessing and more about alignment. Once I know what truly matters for the coming week, I give each priority a specific place in my schedule, because if goals don't have a time slot, they're just intentions. Seeing my priorities mapped out in advance reduces decision fatigue and helps me live deliberately instead of reacting to the week as it happens. This is one of the biggest reasons why my goals don't fall apart midweek. I've already decided when, and I know how I'll show up. Once my mind and schedule are clear, it's time to make sure my environment isn't working against me. We all know that our environment is an extension of our mind. So if our space is chaotic, our focus will be too. Your cause of stress will most likely be different from mine. But whatever it is, every bit of friction you remove ahead of time is energy you get back when it actually matters. After reflecting, I noticed that digital clutter was one of the biggest sources of friction in my week, and I knew this was going to be a huge task. So instead of trying to fix everything at once, I focused on organizing my Notes app and Google Docs, since these are the tools I use daily. And I've done it, guys. So this is all I have left. Literally 2.5 rows left. And I could have consolidated a few more of the stuff into a folder, but I just felt like there's certain things I like it to have its own home. So the first thing I did is that I tried to have like front page for each one. I don't know if you can see. So this is like a front page for each one, so I know just right from looking, I know exactly what this is supposed to be, or if I'm looking for something, I know where to go. And yeah, so let me show you guys. You see, basically I have the para method. I don't know why I put areas of focus in there, I'm probably tired, but para method is there. Creation, basically where all of my scripts live, but when you first enter the folder, it's all clean. And then home, I have the same thing for home. I had a whole section separated for my goals. If you've seen my enough planning method, you'll see why this is important to me. Basically, for each goals, I have a knowledge breakdown for each one. This is something I do before I try to do a goal, and then I kind of update it as I learn along the way. For example, I have stuff for my AM routine, PM routine, movement information that I wanted to know, diet, all about nervous system. Let's see here, scars. So just doing research before I do the goals. So that's nicely organized now. And then I like to have research separately also, because I really love learning. So I have like all the books. These are literally manually written out of the books because I didn't own them. Or some of them I do own them, but I like to go back and really write it down to get it ingrained in my mind. So I have by books. I also have by topics. Sometimes I go really deep down into like understanding each topics. Things I learned from videos based on like subjects. And then goals in here has to do with topics that are related in relation to goals. So I have that all set up for my notes. So basically I have notes is kind of like my inbox. So these are things that I need to find a home for, or they're actually something that I need to do. And then I have brain dumps. I like to have conversations with my hubby. Sometimes there's a bunch of things I want to talk to him about, but we can't talk right now, and so I have a section to brain dump in that area. I also have quick references, so if I'm out and about and I need to buy something, so I have like a bunch of shopping lists, grocery lists, food inventory. And then for projects, so every time, just like with Google Docs, I write it down what projects is, so I understand when I'm putting stuff away, where does it go? Does it go to projects, areas, resources, or archive? It helps me decide later on when I'm trying to put stuff away. A lot of people avoid Sunday resets because they feel like work, but it's only that way when recharging is not part of your preparation for the week. So the key is to recharge with intention. Rest and joy are what refills the emotional reserves that discipline pulls from. That's why I intentionally planned something fun to close off the week. And today I had 2 fun activities planned out for myself. The first one was trying on my winter wardrobe haul. This is actually a goal from my 1-year life experiment. It's one of those goals that don't really feel like work. It's more for fun. It's just not fun for the wallet. First, cashmere. I wanted to understand what the hype is all about, how soft it is. But mind you, this is not like super high quality, but it is pretty soft. I love that color. It's a pretty mushroom color. That's pretty. Beautiful. It's my first real leather bout, guys. I feel so grown up. Okay, first cashmere for real. That is soft. Wow. My first real silk blouse. This is what real silk feels like. Wow. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that I tried on, I ended up having to return because most of them didn't really work. And because I am investing on pieces, I was very particular, very specific with which ones to keep and which ones to give back. Nope, that's too short. The other thing I had planned for was to visit a place that I have never been before. I love Europe and I wish I could just live there. So I'll take any bit of Europe-inspired style. To me, being in an inspiring space and doing things that reflect the future I'm working toward gives my week meaning. I've learned time and time again that when my week is connected to a bigger picture, motivation doesn't need to be forced. And that's it. Those are the 4 core habits that I use to make sure that my goals don't fall apart midweek. Not because I'm more disciplined. I create a life that supports follow through, and it all starts before the week even begins.